God cannot be just one? Well, when we look at His creation, God has also put the three in every creation He has made. Let's look at the human being. The human being, when we read the epistle of St. Paul, 1 Thessalonians 5:23. I know I'm getting old, but my memory is still not lacking there. 1 Thessalonians 5:23. St. Paul says every human being is made out of body, soul, and spirit. Three. But that doesn't make me three people. I'm only one. But that one is not just one. He is one in three and three in one. I exist. I have an intellect, brain, and I have a life. I breathe. I exist. I have a brain, and I have a life. The question is my existence my brain? No. Is my brain my life? No. Does that make me three people? No, I'm one. But this one is not just one. I am one in three and three in one. Existence, intellect, and life. The existence of God is the Father. The brain or the intellect of God is the Son, the Logos. And the life of God is the Holy Spirit. God is holy and He is Spirit and He is the source of life. So, He's not just one. The existence of God is not the brain of God. The brain of God is not the life of God. But that doesn't make Him three gods. It is one. Like the sun, the sun that rises every day. It is round, it is light, and it is heat. You take the circle out, no longer the sun. You take the light out, no longer the sun. You take the heat out, no longer the sun. When the three are in it together, then we can call it one sun. The Son is the brain, the Word. Why John, the Gospel writer, introduces Jesus Christ as the Word, the Logos. I hope I can talk about 2 points here. Let's start with the first one. The Word in its nature cannot be seen, can only be heard. See, this is theology, eh? So you're getting a taste of it, right? See, the Word in its nature cannot be seen, it can only be heard at the start. Now I'm talking to you words. Can you see them? No. What do you do naturally with the Word? You hear it first. That is the nature of the Word. It cannot be seen no matter how hard you try. The only thing that can be ever done with the Word at this initial start is hearing the Word. Interesting. When does this Word get to be seen? When I grab a pen and a piece of paper and I apply the word that was in my head onto that paper. I apply that word that was in my head onto that paper. When I write it on paper, that invisible word becomes visible, tangible. Becomes what? Visible, tangible. Who has ever seen God? No one. Who can ever see God? No one. If somebody comes with all love and respect and says, I worship God, I love God, and God only, sorry, I can't believe it. Because I'll ask you, have you seen Him? No. Can you see Him? No. Have you ever been able to get to Him? No. Can you ever reach God? Never. Well, how can you worship and love someone you don't know? You don't know. Sorry, but that is a lie. You're not telling the truth. So God, as the divine, the Spirit, No one can ever see, including the angels in heaven, cannot see God. For one simple reason: angels are creations of God. They have a beginning. They don't have an end, but they have a beginning. God, however, is the infinite, neither has a beginning nor an end. When someone has no beginning nor an end, you can never see that someone. The only way I can see you and you can see me is where you can see my head and my toes. From head to toe you can see me. Then you're able to see. If you couldn't see the start nor the end, you cannot see the person. So God as God is the only being that is infinite, and everything else is finite. The finite cannot see the infinite God. So when you say I worship God and God only, sorry, you've never seen him, you don't know him. You can't love someone or worship someone you don't know. You need to get to know him. A prophet, no matter how awesome that prophet is only delivering a message that won't even reach a drop in the ocean of God. When we look at the prophet Isaiah, he wrote his book around 750 to 800 BC, before Christ. He is writing in so intricate details about the coming of the Messiah, born of a virgin, and then he will be crucified. They're going to drag him, they're going to whip him, they're going to nail him. He is writing in so much detail as if he is walking with Jesus Christ at his time. The theologians and the scholars of our time and age, they refer to the prophet Isaiah as the fifth gospel writer because of his in detail information about Christ. But at the end, Isaiah the prophet comes and says, he says, how hidden you are, O God of Israel. I have no idea who you are. But Isaiah, you wrote all these chapters. It's describing the coming of the Messiah and the crucifixion of the Messiah in absolute perfection and in detailed information. And at the end you come and say, you don't know the God of Israel? He says, absolutely not. Because what I brought with me was just a message given to me. But the one who gave it to me, who he is, what he is, how he thinks, how he operates, I have no idea. I've never seen him. All I got a message from him, that's it. Don't ask me who he is. So now there's a problem.